Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of This Week in Irish History. I'm Dan Murphy. With me as always is our senior editor, Lou Somogyi. Today we're going to bring you back 25 years to Notre Dame's last national championship season in 1988, and sort of a coming out party for quarterback Tony Rice. Notre Dame played Stanford, they won 42-14, and it was a big day for Rice.
Dan, I have upstairs in my attic, about 5 boxes full of letters. We got to get Tony Rice out of there. Move him to running back, move him to defensive back, move him to receiver. He can't be the quarterback. You can't beat Miami. You can't beat USC with him at quarterback. And that's because he started the year 5 for 23. He was a great option guy. But the word then was that you can't win with an option quarterback, a dual threat type of quarterback. You need a passer like Kent Graham, who was the top recruit in the country at quarterback the previous year. And going into that Stanford game, there were a ton of doubts about how far he can come, and Lou Holtz kind of started teaching him to throw darts, to get a touch on his pass, and lo and behold, in the third game against Purdue, he's completed his last 4 passes, 2 of them touchdowns, completed his first 6 against Stanford, tied a Notre Dame record. He finished 11 of 14, 129 yards, ran 14 times for 107 yards, became the 3rd quarterback in Notre Dame history, joining Paul Hornung and Joe Theismann as 100 guys in a single game. And Notre Dame won 42-14, and for the first time it's like, you know what, maybe they do have a chance.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it's so where we talk so often today about dual threat quarterbacks and guys who can pass and run, but he's a really elite club of as a guy who can both pass for 100 yards and run for 100 yards in the same game. I think there's one other guy since then that's joined that club.
Jarius Jackson did it against Oklahoma in '99, and he passed for over 276 and ran for 107 and everything. But it's interesting how it just seems like yesterday to me, half a lifetime ago, but it was, I say, that there's this talk about you have to have the pure drop back passer, and now here we are today. God, we need an Everett Golson, that guy who could beat you with his, legs or with his arm and everything. That's how much the game has evolved.
Now back then, 42-14 over Stanford wasn't quite what it would be today. Stanford was still on the rise, and that was kind of the beginning of them starting to play Stanford regularly again, right?
First time in 24 years, I believe, that they played them, and it became a natural rivalry for Notre Dame. That, an excellent academic institution, they have their own fine history in so many aspects, they fit in with the culture of Notre Dame, and it's like, now Stanford has become a must-have on the Notre Dame schedule. You absolutely have to have USC in even-numbered years out there in California, and then Stanford in the odd numbers year like this year.
All right, well, that's it for This Week in Irish History. Thanks for joining us. I'm sure we'll have plenty more moments from that 1988 championship season coming up in the coming weeks. Until then, stay tuned, and we'll talk to you soon.